Hey guys, it's Rachel. So today I'm going to be telling you a story about how Taylor Swift recognized me in a crowd of thousands. Exactly a year ago today, October 5th, 2018, this happened. I flew out to Arlington, Texas, and I met up with my best friend Natalie and my friend Lauren and so many of my other Taylor friends. And a very special moment happened that night, and I'm just gonna try and keep this story short and sweet so you guys don't click off of this because I'm rambling too much. But pretty much I flew out to see Taylor's last two shows of the US leg of the Reputation Stadium tour because I could not get enough of this tour. If you want to see for yourself, if you didn't see it in person, go check it out on Netflix. I promise 10 out of 10 would recommend. You won't be disappointed. Anyways, so I fly out there, and Natalie and I were going to the show together, and we had floor for night one. And so we were about 7 rows from barricade. And if you didn't attend the Reputation Stadium tour, Taylor walks through the crowd during, she has the main stage, and then she has a first B stage and then a second B stage, and then about halfway through the show, she decides that she's going to walk through the crowd and just say hi to fans and shake their hand and grab their hands. And that's exactly what happened, Swifties. So I had seen the Reputation Stadium tour 4 times prior to going to these 2 last shows. And I just wanted Taylor to see me so bad. And I was putting it into the universe that I would get barricade. So she sings a surprise song, and then she's like, and I'm gonna go see you over there. And then she walks, and it's like blank space, instrumental, and then she goes on to the second B stage. And, so the events start to occur during Look What You Made Me Do, Endgame, King of My Heart. That trio is when you really need to start looking at barricade. So I had my dad on speaker during Look What You Made Me Do because he was nice enough to let me fly out to Dallas, Texas by myself and meet up with my friends. He knows my friends, but still. Anywho, so I had him on speaker, and then I kept just like turning around looking at barricade just to see what was happening. And let me add, I was freaking out because the security guards were very, very, very intense at this AT&T stadium. My friends and I were literally trying to take pictures before the show, before literally anyone else was really in the stadium, and they were like, you can't move across this line. We weren't blocking people. They were just making a big federal case, and I was very scared that I wasn't going to be able to get barricade because of especially this one security guard in our area. Like my friend Natalie, like they had tape along the rows, like, okay, the seat's here, and there's just like this line of tape here. And it was during Charlie XCX, the opening act, and Natalie literally, I'm not kidding, stepped 1 foot over because she was jumping around, and he came and like tapped her shoulder and was like, you need to like get on the other side of the line. Like it was intense. Anywho, just wanted to preface that because that made me nervous. So then during Endgame, I saw security start to like talk at barricade, and I was like, oh my god, I gotta keep my eyes on the prize here. So I started to like turn around more frequently than I did during Look What You Made Me Do. And then King of My Heart comes on, and they start to like mess with the barricade. They start to like shift it a little bit, and I saw them like pick it up, shift it just the tiniest bit, and I booked it. Like I have never like run faster in my life. Like suddenly I was an Olympic sports gold medalist. Yeah, I was getting barricade. I slammed against the barricade. Everybody's running up like behind me, so I get slammed against the barricade. That's expected. I had a poster in my bag, and that she's sandwiched, but she's still on my wall. We flattened her out with some heavy books when we got home, but all's well that ends well. To end up with you. Anywho, alright. So, it's during King of My Heart, and she sings this part where it's like, and all at once, I've been waiting, and I just remember I was like this, and it was just such a moment, and like there were people across from me at barricade, and we were just kind of like singing to each other during like Delicate, and it was just, I'm getting chills talking about it. It was just such a moment to be at that barricade, and that was just something that I had wanted. Then I didn't know if Taylor would see me, so she goes through Delicate and she gets on the first stage, or the first B stage, and then she sings Shake It Off with Charlie XCX and Camila Cabello, and then she goes into Dancing with Our Hands Tied. And I love Dancing with Our Hands Tied so much, like, you guys have no idea. Like, that is my favorite Taylor Swift song. That song means the world to me. Anywho, so I was like kind of sobbing at barricade. I couldn't see anything. I like was so sandwiched in, like, you could not move 1 inch, but again, who cares? So then we had somebody try and like push through barricade, and it was just a whole mess. It was a disaster. Anywho, we didn't let him get through, because the security was like, whoa, like, no, like, don't push, like, these girls. Okay. So, then Taylor goes into White Horse, which was the surprise song for Arlington Night 1. And I'm telling you, the moment that she said, I'm gonna find someone someday who might actually treat me well, I was like screaming at the top of my lungs, because as we know, she's in a very happy relationship with her boyfriend, now of 3 years, which, tears, chef's kiss, thank you. Okay, anywho, so all of us were just so happy, and we were screaming that lyric together, and I just wanted to mention that because that was such a moment. Anywho, so Taylor's like, and I want to go see you guys over there, and then I'm like, oh god, here we go, Swifties. So Taylor starts to make her way through the barricade, and I realize she's going pretty slow, because in Nashville, she booked it through barricade. Like, she was just like, you know, on both sides, like, kind of just doing that with everybody's hands. No. Okay, so Arlington, I was like, okay. And it felt like she was never going to get to us. Like, I'm not kidding. Like, it was just because I was, like, so anxious, and, like, the anticipation was killing me. I didn't know if Taylor would see me at all, because there's 2 sides of the barricade, of course. So I'm just standing there. I had Olympic sport again. I had my phone in one hand because I wanted to record, and I didn't have a pop socket at this time, so it was like this, and I had my 8x10 like this. And keep in mind, like, I'm doing it fine now, but like, I was shoved against a barricade with people like shoving you, pushing you, going like this. Anywho, it was a balancing act. I deserve a medal for that, some type of award for that. So Taylor starts to go on the other side of the barricade. I see her security comes, and so then I see her on the other side of barricade, and I'm like, oh my god, she's gonna miss us. And it was like a couple people down from me, and she saw them, and then she went like back over to the other side of barricade to pay attention to them. And then I swear to you, the moment, they gave me chills, and I still can see in my head, Taylor Swift, global superstar Taylor Swift, turns around, and she goes, when she sees me, she goes, like, she turned around, she saw me waiting there for her, and she just like went, and she came over to me directly, and she just grabbed my hand, and we were doing this number, like, it was the tightest handhold, and you could just tell that she was so happy to see me there, and I just, tears loves tears, because that was just such a special moment. And for her to see me waiting there for her after everything that she had been through, and just like the look in her eyes said, oh my god, you're here. Like, guys, like, anywho, I had on these exact bracelets, by the way. One says Taylor, and then one says Buddy, because that's what she called me when I met her. And it just made me so happy to see her. And we were literally holding hands like this, and she was like, of course, like walking as we were gripping hands. and she, like, I had to like shake my hand like away like while she was passing, because like she was still holding my hand, and it was just such a moment. I literally don't understand what I ever did to deserve her. Like, everything that's happened, like from her sending me presents to her wanting to meet me to her recognizing me in the crowd and still occasionally checking up on me on Tumblr. Like, there's no way I could ever thank her enough for going out of her way to make me feel special. If it's in a crowded room, if it's online, like, I just love her so much, and the way that she connects with her fans is just everything and more, and I feel so grateful to call her my favorite human and my role model and everything. And yeah, so I love you guys so much. Thank you for watching my emotional story time, and I'm going to insert the video that I took and pictures at the end of this video from that moment, because Natalie actually got pictures of Taylor looking at me, which I found out like a month later, and she just randomly sent it to me, and I was like, what? Anywho, so I will be inserting the footage at the end of this video, so please stay tuned if you want to see that. Anywho, I love you guys so much. Thank you for watching. If you like story times, please give this video a like. If you saw the Reputation Stadium tour, let me know below what shows did you go to. And yeah, just all that fun stuff. I love you guys so much. I love Taylor. I just wanted to share this emotional story time, and today is 1 year of that. This video is probably going to go up on October 6th, but you know, I'm filming it on the 1 year. I love you guys so much. Thank you for tuning in. This support means the world to me. I love you guys so much, more than you'll ever know. And I hope to see you, yes you, in the next one. I hope I entertained you in some way. Bye guys. I love you so much.
This is a PSA for all high volume listeners and headphone users as well. Please turn down the volume. You don't want a blown eardrum.
Oh my God.